bearing with us while we ran off to take our quick break. I hope you enjoyed the new ads and the break music and all that fun stuff. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We're having a lot of fun, I think. A lot of scheming going on here.
Scheming.
And gaslighting, but not from me.
Oh, wow. How can you tell Alex is lying? It's easy. His lips are moving.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oof.
Ooh, my heart.
Damn, Kev.
Remember, lighter tone. Starhaven, lighter tone.
Not from Kevin.
I've never given a character cancer before, but
Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true, you liar. Again. He's lying. Again.
I did.
Shocker.
I did.
Speed. You gave a character Speed Force cancer.
Look, okay. Yeah, I did that. That's true.
Yeah, I did that.
I mean, yeah, it's hard work being right all the time, but
Someone's got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What's even happening tonight?
I don't know.
I'm not doing
Heist.
it next week. You guys can figure it out. I'll play.
What?
Okay, here we go. Musical episode.
Wow.
Awesome.
All Calvin all the time because no one else showed up.
I'll show up, Calvin. Only if you're nice
Hey.
to me, though.
I think this line's mostly filler.
What's even happening tonight? Our heroes sort of had a nice morning-ish. I also lied. Watson was gaslighting Ursa a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of gaslighting going on.
Yeah.
No comment.
But Ursa might be from another multiverse. She doesn't even know.
Oh.
Watson knows.
Yeah, now
Maybe-
you're
maybe the real
gaslighting the
Ursa-
player.
Maybe the real Ursa got eaten by that thing, and we don't know we rescued her from another multiverse.
I'm done with y'all. I'm logging off.
But our heroes made their way down to see Takashi Solo, who is the CEO of Quasar Industries, who has the proposition with them to go forth and find this preserver mummy, and possibly Daedalus, and possibly the Moonstone. The only problem is that there is a dangerous field between here and the pyramid that the heroes are going to need to find some way to circumvent in the form of preserver vehicle technology. Takashi gave them a couple of different leads on various options in the form of going and reactivating one of the lower points of the robot forge that is capable of producing vehicles, or stealing one from the Farsighter douchebags who were given it as a gift. They elected to cause problems for Zoth and the other Farsighters. Surprise. Alara and Ursa headed off to the hospital to try and see if their good friends Gruk and Ogrus would be able to help them with subterranean methods of entering the Farsighter outpost, while Aelin, Flynn, and Chimera discussed the plan further.
I feel like Rook and Ogress could be like a Voltron of Ogre from the chat. Like that's what's happening. Like he's like two separate. No,
That's on purpose.
It's on purpose.
Careful,
Shit.
Alex. You'll owe him more money.
You're gonna pay his way to the convention. Woo!
Hey, don't go promising that. I had to get a whole job to get my way paid to the convention. But yeah, we rejoin our heroes, Alara and Ursa, as they enter the Daedalus Center, going to check on Ogress. The Daedalus Center is this beautiful, sweeping new construction. It doesn't appear to be made out of old preserver architecture like a lot of Starhaven. Looks like this was built wholesale by Daedalus and by the robots. Very big open floor plans, lots of natural lighting, lots of robots buzzing around carrying syringes and various drugs and medicines and things like that. And a lot of beleaguered Starhavians who are just trying to help people get from point A to point B. The majority of injuries they deal with are related to excavating the site. So lots of maimings, lots of accidental injuries, things like that, in relation to the inherent dangers of this preserver nonsense. Alara and Ursa, over to you.
I mean, we're just waiting until Ogress is available. There's no sign of, because the other guy had left with them, Valerios?
Valerius? It's funny you should mention that because he is present. He's sitting in the waiting room. He's got a magazine. He's taken off his suit coat and laid it on one of the chairs nearby. He's rolled up his sleeves and he's just been sort of chilling.
So did you want to talk to him too, or? No. Sorry?
No.
No? Okay.
He hates Daedalus. Don't think he would be thrilled to learn anything about us trying to find him. He also
True.
thinks I hate Daedalus.
That could be useful, but I can't think of a use for it right now.
So let's just sit over there and hope that he doesn't see us.
Okay, sure. We'll use some of these magazines to cover our faces with.
It's like the newspaper thing.
Exactly. I saw it in an Earth movie.
So 3 of the group
Wow.
are master criminals.
Well.
The magazine's upside down.
I don't know when they both became dorks, but I guess they have.
Because we're dorks, Calvin.
Oh no.
We're leaking into our character.
Ew.
So I guess we'll pretend to read some sort of space magazine until we're able to visit.
Awesome.
Okay.
So you sit behind your space magazine, and an orderly comes out and says, Ogress's party.
I do want to respond. I just want to wait one split second to see if Valerios does first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you guys don't respond, he'll say present.
Nothing we can do really. Present.
And Valerius will look over at the two of you and get sort of a smirk on his face.
Hilarious! Didn't see you over there.
Oh, no, I'm glad you were able to make it in. He's had a rough go of it.
Has he?
At least that's what the doctors were saying.
It's very kind of you to stay.
Oh, well. I don't like to leave somebody who's been injured alone.
Very kind.
And I wasn't sure how to get a hold of anybody who cared about him. Other than Gruck, who has been yelling at people all night.
Well, here we are, the people who care
Yes,
about
we're here
him.
now.
Do you know what he was on about with that confrontation with Zoth?
I think he just thought that he insulted my sister.
Yes, he thought there was something that happened between me and Zoth, and he got in the middle of it.
Why would he
Very
think that?
protective.
Yes, very sweet of him, but
I honestly think they just maybe made weird eye contact and he just read into it a lot.
Well, should we go in and see him?
Yes.
Oh, you're still coming.
Yeah, I want to make sure he's all right. And we sort of got to chatting a little bit on the ride over last night.
What did you chat about?
Oh, just his interest in you and his hope that he hadn't made himself look like too much of a fool in front of you.
No.
Yes, well, let's go in then, shall we?
Ursa, perhaps you and I should wait out here while Alara goes in and sees him.
Should we? Should we?
Should you?
Ogres
Should
might like that.
I just Alora is so upset, and it would be a pity to leave her alone. Aren't you, Alora?
Yes, it was a very trying incident.
I trust it was. All right, we'll all go.
Great.
Of course. More the merrier. I don't know if either of them were meant to be this awkward when we came up with these characters, but
I'm pretty sure they were supposed
That's
to
what we call the bonus plan.
Mhm.
we're meeting them for the first time too.
be.
Sorry, that was loud. Okay, so you all three of you head into the hospital room, where you can see poor Ogris is laid up in a hospital bed. He's got a couple of casts on. He's got a leg that's propped up, and he's very heavily wrapped around his chest. And there is a small preserver robot there that is injecting him with a couple of needles and making this weird soothing white noise.
Wait, noise.
White noise. I'm sticking with it. And his eyes sort of flutter open, and he looks up and sees, Alara, you came to see me.
Yes, I did. How are you?
Bad.
I can see that. Is there any pain still, or is the robot taking care of it?
I'm on a lot of drugs.
Sure. I didn't get a
Valerius
chance-
is here too.
Yes. Apparently you two hit it off.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's pretty cool. You know, he
Yes.
teaches history.
Yes, he did mention that.
And he really likes your sister. I'm not supposed to say that.
Well, a lot of people like us, so.
Yeah, Gruck does too, so I'm a little conflicted about that.
I'm sorry, what?
It's not really my
drugs are you-
problem. I guess that's a Ursa Gruck Valerius problem. I'm embarrassed for all three of you.
Maybe you should focus on getting better first, instead of worrying about all of that.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, I didn't get a chance to properly thank you for stepping in there.
Yeah, he kicked my ass.
Really did.
But Gruck said he was going to blow up his toilet, so
Well,
win-win.
I mean, I wasn't sure if Gruck was serious about that.
I've never known Gruck to not be serious about stuff.
So you think Gruck is actually capable of sending a bomb through the toilets up to the home or the middle of an embassy?
Nurse, could you give us a minute? And the little robot peters out of the room. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh,
He's got a little bit of that Drick passion, they call it.
But surely if he was to do something like that, it would be traced back to him, no?
Maybe. We'd be the ones investigating what happened to the sewer.
So if he did do that sort of thing and was able to seriously injure Zoth or someone else in the embassy, he could completely get away with it if he wanted to.
We'd probably call it a preserver accident. Weird side effect of the technology. Why am I saying that out loud?
Oh, well, you're full of whatever you've just been injected with, so...
Yeah, you have medicine.
Do I have what?
Do either of you have medicine or treatment? Sorry,
Um,
treatment.
I have a big old 0.
Also have a 0.
Oh no.
And treatment can't be used untrained, so he's got an IV full of something.
I'm sure it's helpful.
Hilarious, have they told you anything about what he's on?
Mostly just pain medication, I believe. Couple of fast-acting regeneratives to help his bones set quicker.
Has anyone else come by? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just wondering if anyone else has come by. Yeah.
It's just been me and Gruck all night.
Okay.
Do you know if that sort of medication is normal to treat this type of injury, and it's normal to have this sort of effect on the patient?
Well, it affects every alien's biology differently, but it's not uncommon for pain medication to lower people's inhibitions. And chilaxins aren't exactly known for having too many inhibitions to start with. Drakes either, for that matter. Both of them are very vocal when they've got something on their mind.
Noticeably.
August, if your friend said he was going to do something, he would actually do that, right? He wouldn't go and do something more dangerous while we're waiting for him?
Did you ask him to do it?
We did. Yes. Both of us.
Like, we, but, like, did you specifically?
Yes.
Then he's gonna do what you asked.
Well, we didn't say to do it right now. Just, I mean, he brought it up and we talked about it, but we didn't say to do it.
I told him to do it.
Yes, but not right now.
I was yelling at him a bit.
Oh, no. Well, Ogris, maybe you should, lay back, get some rest.
Yes, Valerius, maybe you should keep an eye on him. We have to go check on a couple
Yeah, you don't... Yeah, well, I'll stay right here with him.
Yes, you'll be discharged when? Soon?
As soon as the medicine's done working its course, a couple of days.
Couple of days. Yes, of course. Well, we'll be certainly back to visit a few times before then.
Yes.
Please come back and visit me.
Oh, I will.
Yes.
Yes.
And
You
then
get some sleep.
Then maybe we could like go out and not without blue assholes around.
I'd like that. And
And he kind of weakly smiles at you as you leave.
okay.
Ursa, give me a perception check as you guys are leaving.
Oh no.
Got this.
23. That's pretty good for me.
You overhear Valerius talking to Ogris, and he says, "I told you weren't flying too close to the sun. You got this."
That's very nice. Okay, let's go.
Yes. Quick mental conference. So he's not actually gonna go fire off the bomb right now.
I don't know. I met him for 30 minutes. I have no idea.
But he's going to get the map. And he's gonna come back here, and he's going to. Okay, we need to hurry.
Okay. But
I mean,
if he comes back here and we're not here, then I don't.
so do we try to meet him halfway, or do we split up?
No.
No, you're right. No. Okay. Damn it! This is very stressful. I am going to So I do have mind detection as a power now.
That's a cool power.
Not sure about the length of its range, though.
You can try, and if it's close, he's close, then at least we know.
Sure, it's been some time. He might be back on the way.
Yeah.
I'll save you some time. He comes roaring in his convertible when you
Okay.
guys come outside. He's got the maps for you.
Woo!
Oh, good. Gruck, you made it.
Yeah, my buddy's supposed to be waking up. Did he wake up yet?
Yeah, he just woke up. He's a bit out of it from the medication, but he's doing well.
Yes, he's in there with Valerius right now.
Yeah, smooth skin.
Gruck, you didn't make any other detours on your way back, did you?
No, I went straight there and straight back.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if we borrow your maps?
What's in it for me?
She'll bend down and give him a kiss on the cheek.
His ears spring up like a cartoon character.
Please.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, you got it. He puffs out his
Okay.
little chest and he hands you his case with the maps in it.
Thank you. You've helped us more than we could ever say.
Yeah, you too.
Well, get going. Off
What?
your trot.
We have to go, so
Yeah.
bye.
Greg kind of looks at you for a second, Ursa. He says, Did you do something with your hair?
What?
You look different.
Ursa gives a very panicked look to Laura. We have to go. And she'll pull Alara away. Oh my god, I'm totally from a different dimension.
What?
Everyone says that I look different.
Oh, because your hair is different.
Watson is running those tests.
Watson's just weird. He's an ancient millennial-old robot.
The apple, I must have failed the test with the apple and the toaster.
What does the toaster know?
I don't know! He knows!
The toaster only knows how to burn things, and Watson just got an apple thrown at him. Your hair's fine.
I don't look different to you? Really look.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, she does look a little different today.
Alara will put her hands on Ursa's shoulders and say, "You look like my sister. That's all I care about."
Even if I'm not your sister.
Of course you're my sister.
What about the other me?
There
Where's she?
is no other you.
There's plenty of other me's.
Well, none of them are like you.
Fine, let's go.
She's hanging out with other Centuria right now.
Oh no.
Other Centuria is dead, isn't it?
No, you guys brought her
Other-
back. Other Centuria.
Wait, which Centuria are we talking?
All this multiversal madness has everyone freaked out.
Oh no, the multiverse.
Awesome. So you all will return with the maps for the other three. Is there anything Flynn, Aelin, or Chimera are hoping to accomplish before the other two get back?
So my primary goal is, when we're stealing this, is not to have it traced back to our benefactor, and that's my only concern with going out to, like, living in Mama Kiger or anyone else, is that the more people know, the more chances that it will get that connection will be seen and discovered.
That's a problem.
So,
I mean, nothing should get. It is his thing, his
Discovery.
discovery.
Not
but-
his invention, but it is his discovery.
Right.
I mean, I understand that, and it will probably eventually make its way back to him. But I don't want. It was taken from him and given to the diplomats. I don't want to cause additional drama
Mm-hmm.
when it's unnecessary.
I think that's reasonable.
So,
How do you
So
want to
I'm-
facilitate that?
so I think the best way is for us to try to get in as stealthily as possible, get to the place we need to get to as fast as possible, and not worry about having perfect disguises, but having enough disguise that one, a out of the corner of my eye, no one will turn to me. Right now, if out of the corner of the eye they caught a glimpse of Chimera or you or me, we would just like looks down at my cloak. We would obviously catch attention. I mean, who wouldn't? But I think we should try to go as stealthily as possible. Possibly have the twins out here cause some commotion, but not necessarily bring in any additional
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, I think that's
Mm.
and that's the thing. I mean, the only other way I can think of doing that is hiring on some of the underground and having them actually do the theft.
Well,
But that puts a crosshairs on that group that they might not want, and they therefore either the price of this would be exorbitant or they wouldn't be willing to do it.
Hmm.
So
and then there would be the underlying questions about, well, why does it need to be this speeder? Why not something else? And yeah.
I mean, I would imagine that they would actually we would tell them to make off with some other stuff too, so that it wouldn't just be like hey, we were going to rob this place and ooh, there was a speeder here that we could use to take these goods out type of thing. But if we're going to go do this ourselves, then
Well, and is there any other valuables that we know of from inside the facility? Or
we know
anything
that they have supplies that they are distributing amongst the Starhaven populace. So yeah, there's goods in there. They're not necessarily like extremely valuable, but it's probably stuff like food and medicine, right, Alex?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Food,
So-
medicine. They do have some weapons.
But they wouldn't be necessarily transporting that to the populace. That would be going to the government.
Right.
So we have the ability to make this look like a quote regular theft, and it just happened like you left us a getaway vehicle. How convenient for us.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I think that's a really good idea. There are two options we can go. We can either do it as a theft or we can do it as an attack. Farsighters go home.
Ugh.
But yeah,
I feel like that is going to ratchet up Terran Farsighter tension that we probably don't want happening. So, because that's probably the group that's probably the most likely to be going Farsighters go home at this point. Well, if we go with the theft route, we can pull that off ourselves. I would imagine.
I believe in you guys.
Yeah. So, do we want to narrow it down? Kevin, do you have any other thoughts? Chimera is silent, so he agrees with us, apparently. Or I can't hear Kevin because he's muted his microphone.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Jonesy, the tracker seems to move down a level into the sub basement.
Yes.
That's right around the time Ursa and Alara return to the Marion alongside the map cases that they got from Grug.
So we've got maps of the sewer, which we can use for the entrance.
A little smirk. Was that all you got?
Well, that's important.
As you say, Your Highness.
You know, I'm getting quite used to that. Really liking the sound of it.
The current plan is to break in, steal some random supplies, and use the shuttle, the speeder, as a getaway, quote unquote, getaway vehicle. Is there anything else that they might have important documents that they might, that Farsighters diplomats normally have on them? Anything else that might be a worthy target of theft?
This outpost does appear to be the command center for the aid they've been doing. So there could be information on a terminal if you wanted to copy it. There could be data pads. There could be stuff like that you could try to take. Also, Wiki redeemed a hydrate. Zoth is living in the embassy alongside a couple of his personal guards, but the majority of the Farsighter operation at the moment is out of this building.
I mean, the most important things for, say, an underground cell would be supplies and weapons rather than documents, things that they could easily distribute.
Unless it's like shipping manifest.
Yeah.
Schedules.
Yeah, schedules for delivery so that they could sell it to pirates that would want to hit them.
Yeah, there could also be updates from the various professionals, like the doctors and engineers and other technological people that have come from Farside City. Could be updates on stuff they've been excavating alongside Europa Light and Sewer.
I don't think there's going to be anything of huge value for us, but my thought is if we can copy it or steal it, and we can make it obvious that it was stolen, so they'll have to change their schedule, the trade routes and stuff like that, which is fine, but it definitely makes it not seem like the shuttle, the speeder, was the primary target.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's a good plan. So if we can get some physical goods, get some data goods, and get out with the shuttle or with the speeder, then
it makes it look like it was smugglers and pirates who did it, not anyone in particular or any faction in particular.
But of course it was smugglers and pirates.
Ne'er-do-wells even.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do we want the uniform still, or is that not going to be part of the plan?
Uniforms, I think, would be great because that would at least mask for those of us who would stand out and hand wave to the group.
It's only 3 of them, but it's better than 0.
There are 3 of us who desperately need to conceal our identities because we'll stand out.
Then we need to find other ways to blend in, Aurora.
The other option is for you two to stay out here and cause some distraction outside to draw the attention of the guards that are on duty. Maybe blow something up in a parking lot or something.
Blow something up, you say?
That could be fun, sister.
Just the thought.
Aelin will take the case with the maps, start spreading them out, and motion to Chimera to come over and take a look and see if he can spot where there might be a place for him to attempt to subterfuge their data stream.
Okay.
Maybe do something with the cameras if he can, or even begin. Like if we get here, can we pull data? Can we mess with cameras? Put their feed on a loop, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Chimera, give me.
Technology?
Yeah, give me a technology check.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I bring it up for you two twins
What if
is
bold?
Awesome.
is so that I'd rather you not be inside the building just in case we get captured. I'd rather not put you at that risk. One, you'd be able to hopefully break us out if necessary. Two,
The last thing we need is Zoth going after those two
Yeah.
in earnest.
Yeah.
Fair.
Not that I'm trying to sideline you or anything, but
Oh, I'm happy to blow stuff up.
An explosion or an illusion?
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Bit of both.
Glitter bomb.
You can make like a small explosion and then you can make it look bigger.
Yeah, because I can only do like visual and auditory, so. Real bomb, make it look bigger. Sure.
Are you sure this is an illusion? It feels really hot.
Exactly. Sure. We can do that. We can also go get those uniforms.
Yeah, I'll just say that you guys, in the interim, are able to get the uniforms and bring them around.
Borrowing the uniforms. Bye.
Bye.
You're welcome. Excellent. So, there's that. Chimera, with your 24, as you're reviewing the schematics of the sewer, you are able to find a couple of useful things. There is a data link port fairly close to the outpost that you'd be able to hack into, theoretically, if you can make a good enough technology skill check. You also find a pathway that will lead to a massive set of double doors within the sub-level itself. You don't know how many guards are down there, but you do know that that would be a way to get in on the lower level if you didn't want to march to the front door.
We'll point all that out.
Is that pathway then big enough for us to get the speeder out?
Hi, Chimera, by your estimation, you would say yes.
Wow. And Aelin will cock a grin at Chimera. This little caper just got a bit more interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So, with that info, I guess the plan would be for three of us to don the commando disguises, get into the tunnel system, get Chimera to the data point, see what we can do about hacking, get if the speeder still is on the lower level, that'll be easier. If not, we have to get it down to the lower level, and theoretically get it out through the sewers along with some other goods.
Sounds good to me.
While the Moon twins cause a distraction.
Blow some shit up.
Become the
Yeah.
Boom Boom twins.
Become the Boom twins.
Oh, I like that one. Presumably when the hacking starts, or just before the hacking starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would probably. I think we should be able to.
You'll be able to communicate with one another.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we should use comms or mental.
I mean, you can hook up the mental. That
Yeah.
would keep anything off of, especially if we were if we were not routing it through the Marion and routing it through the Farsighter, or not Farsighter, the Starhaven communication system. Which, why would we do that? We'd be horrible uh, scoundrels and rogues and ne'er-do-wells if we were to do something like that.
And we're so good at being that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We know all the tricks to not suddenly step into.
I was a little worried about Staria, but if she's not there, maybe it'll be okay.
Why did you say that, Calvin?
That wasn't me. I was a little worried about
Let me
Staria.
put my face on mute.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm sure she won't be there. She's in the embassy.
She's got
I just hope
embassy
Eric,
things to do.
if Eric is there, I fear that I won't be able to control myself. So keep an eye out.
No, why would they be there at that day at that time?
I mean, I hope that they won't, but if they are,
Our luck is not that bad.
definitely not.
Do you two not know how to not jinx things?
What are you talking about?
We've never jinxed anything ever. Not witches.
When do you knock on the moon because there's no wood there?
Moonwood.
Moonwood.
Knock on mud.
Wood. Knock on mood.
Wow.
Moon cheese.
Knock on cheese. Yeah, that's how
Knock
it's
on
Wow.
cheese.
Very good.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like we have a plan. Onward and upward.
Where did all this cheese come from? The cow that jumped over the moon?
They sent a cow up here one day and it just stayed.
We caught her.
She never came back down.
She's
That's
ours
not-
now.
Utterly ridiculous.
Oh, come on. Come on. Now you're just taking it too far.
Excellent. So, Aelin, Flynn, and Chimera, you suit up in the Farsighter Commando uniforms. Ursa and Alara, you take up a position nearby the outpost.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be in mental communication range and in range enough to actually cause this distraction because I need to reach like the target's brains to create the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta be able to perceive them.
Excellent.
Binoculars help with that.
I guess that would work because I perceive them.
Mm-hmm.
It would work, yes. That's why Darth
Well, we
Vader
do.
could choke people over Zoom.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna blow up a tank, like I just have to see it, and I can see a tank from real far away.
Good move.
Oh.
So, sure enough, I'll start with the Moon Twins. You all make your way over to the outpost. It does have a pretty decent-sized wall around the place. It's only 1 story tall, made of that preserver concrete that most of the city is made out of. You see the 2 guards standing out in front of the gate, looking ever vigilant, ever prepared for whatever nonsense the city is going to throw their way.
Just what the city's going to throw their way, not us.
Right. Alara and Ursa, I'd like both of you to make perception checks for me.
Ursa's strong suit. 9.
24?
Anything.
Ursa, you're sort of focused on the guards, but Alara, you do see in the back of the building, there does appear to be a shuttle parked.
Anything that designates like the function of this shuttle or the rank of who may have been on it?
No, other than the idea that the shuttle is nicer than the hover sleds that usually come in and out of this place.
I think I know what Aelin means by jinxing.
Do you think that they're in there?
Not impossible, but There's nothing we can do about it right now.
I'm just saying that could be what I blow up.
Well, sure. Actually, if you can.
But if Eric is in there, I'd prefer not to blow him up.
Well, if I go looking for Eric mentally, then if Astaria's in there, then she's gonna see us.
I wouldn't Chewbacca Eric.
What's the likelihood of Eric being in there?
It's not
How many
impossible.
guards are around the shuttle?
It's hard to tell. You can see just the fin of it behind the building, behind the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna blow him up.
Maybe you should pick a different vehicle.
No, I want to do that one. We're doing that one.
Okay. Well, Ursa seems very determined, so Alara is going to try to connect with the minds of the guards that can see the shuttle, so that when it explodes, she will make it look like a significantly larger explosion, fires all around, spreading towards other vehicles, and crates, and whatever else.
How many crates?
As many as the guards can perceive.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because some of them can perceive 4, some of them can perceive 6, some of them can perceive 10.
Yeah, that's why I don't give a specific number.
Look at that, we found a canon reason for there to be different crates.
Were there crates last week, Alex? I didn't get to watch. On Wednesday.
There was a safe. That's kind of like a crate.
No.
And there were
Nope.
cube holocrons. They were kind of like little crates that have
Nope.
Jedi secrets in them. But mostly LED lights.
How dare you have a Star Wars game and not have crates?
I know, right? That's
Yeah.
highlights ago.
I'm
I
trying to
love that
remember if
story.
there were.
Wiki says there were crates.
Okay. I believe
did.
Wiki.
We do have many comment about the fact that OSHA does not exist in the galaxy.
Yeah, that was Order 65.
We forgot to execute Order 65 when executing Order 66.
Awesome. So, Ursa, I'm not going to make you roll for it. You just blow it up.
Love to hear it.
You see
I'm gonna like cut the gas lines and then like. Yeah.
the shuttle explodes. Everybody down in the sewer, you can feel the ground rumble as the explosion goes off. Lara, I'm just going to roll a group will save. I'm going to give them a -2 penalty, though, because they have no reason to believe that this explosion isn't real.
The explosion is very real.
Yes.
It's just going to be the realest thing they've ever seen. The DC for the illusions is 18.
It's way better than 7. So you hear everybody start cursing in Moonanese, running around.
It's full of y'alls.
What
You
tarnation?
can't,
Oh no!
you can't see this, but I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Wow.
And an alarm begins to sound within the outpost. A fire alarm sounds like, not a air raid alarm or anything like that. And lots of people begin to run out in an effort to put out the fire and figure out who blew up their ship.
Chuckles as they toss water on the ground that's not on fire.
Splash.
What a waste.
Cool. So downstairs, Chimera, you have found yourself at the data port in the sewer pipe, along with everybody else.
Will a routine check of 25 get what I need?
Yes, that'll get you into the system and allow you to mess with the cameras.
Okay. I'll do so.
Excellent. I don't think I have tokens for these people yet. I sure don't.
We're okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Chimera, you are able to pull into the feed of the outpost, the subterranean level, and the upper level. And you notice that the entire facility, it's not on lockdown. There are guards moving about trying to keep an eye on things, trying to undo the fire that you guys have caused. And let me just open that up. You guys aren't inside yet, but
Gotcha.
and I'm grabbing the speeder. You do see there are guards sort of all over the place. Some of them are monitoring computer monitors. Some of them are keeping an eye out. Some of them are resting. Some of them are playing some kind of weird moon card game. Pokemon.
Monopoly.
Oh.
Monopoly.
Muno.
That is so wrong.
Moons against humanity.
Oh my god.
Did you realize that would actually be like a war game and not a...
It's like Risk.
Yes.
Moons against humanity.
One player plays Farside, the other player plays Earth. You can get the superhero expansion, fight against the Freedom League.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
So
Blakey
on
just
it.
hates all of us now.
Sentinels of the Mooniverse.
Sentinels of the Mooniverse.
All the moon stuff just has moon.
It just starts with an M. Or it has the word moon in it.
Oh my gosh.
For absolutely no reason.
Except for,
Right.
are you a werewolf? Because everyone's a werewolf on the moon. Mutants and Masterminds. Deuce wins. Today on M&M Monday, we talked about normies and average minds. Because there's somewhere in the multiverse your player character is playing you in a boring board game.
I hope he's
Oh no.
I hope they don't think it's boring.
I hope not either.
With Chimera having control of the cameras, can he see where the speeder is?
Yes. Yep. This is the entire lower level.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove the Moon Twins. This door here is where you guys are outside of currently.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly outside of, but that's the entrance that you would be taking to get in.
Right.
And sure enough, in the cameras, Chimera is able to see the guards sort of hanging out down here, as well as a squadron of them hanging out next to the speeder, which is currently being observed by Astaria and Eric both.
Hmm.
Hey, they weren't in the shuttle.
Yes, you did not blow up your boyfriend.
I wouldn't have minded blowing up Astaria though.
That's fair. It looks like on the camera feed that Astaria is... she's got her hands raised out over the speeder, and there's this sort of ethereal blue energy passing between her and the vehicle. And her eyes are rolled back into her head. One of them is glowing blue, one of them is glowing green.
Well, that complicates things. Shall we?
Yeah.
Chimera will give a nod.
Awesome.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The three of you make your way down the tunnel a little bit longer. Chimera, do you loop the footage at all on the camera?
Yes.
As you're making your way down, you do see this big double doors has a couple of Farsighter commandos outside of it that are keeping an eye on the tunnel out into the sewer.
Wait, where is that on the map?
That's on the right side of the map,
Oh, okay.
outside of this door.
Okay.
You guys aren't quite in here yet, but you were able to get footage of what's going on inside.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Who's approaching the guards?
Aelin will. First thing I'm going to do. This is something that I will probably need to purchase at some point. Voice modulator.
Mm.
She'll approach the guards and basically say, "We've been notified of intruders in the lower level. We need the squadrons to spread out and continue the search for them down here." And I will make a deception check.
Please do. I will give you. I was going to give you a +2 for your costume, but I will give you a +5 for the hero point voice modulator.
All right. I will take an extra 5 points on my deception roll. I can do better with a +19.
Jesus.
Apparently, yes, with the hero point reroll, it's a 31.
Excellent. I won't roll because they can't roll better than that. What is your intention for these guys?
Basically, to get these guys to get a couple of other squads together and go searching the tunnels. Get them to, and basically we will cover the gates here. They'll need to head out and search.
Awesome. These two guys kind of look at one another and say, "Right away," and they open the blast door behind them. They will come in and they will collect this dude and these 4 dudes playing Muno.
Cool.
The Cynthia robots are excited about that. And they will
All
go.
right.
They will go hut, 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 down the tunnel.
Okay. Aelin will look at Chimera and Flynn. Basically incline her head forwards deeper into the thing. Like, I did the best I could.
And Chimera, I'll say that you were able to feed that camera footage into if somebody has a Gauntlet computer or something like that.
Does Flynn or Aelin have such a device?
Not that I've purchased yet. Other than the one we get for free.
Right, the smart comm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I've got is a sweet palm. I don't have anything more advanced than that.
You guys
we
can
want
have it fed into there, but that would also sort of run the risk of possibly
Yeah.
getting on the system.
Yeah, so we won't do that. We'll just rely on because we don't have anything. So
Yeah,
can't
do we
rely
have
on
the do we have the layout? Do we know the layout of this building?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Okay. So we know where we need to go
yes.
versus where we're currently at.
it.
And for ease of, for narrative's sake, that speeder can fit through this hallway because that's how it got down here. You guys recognize this as a turbo lift that goes up to the surface.
Gotcha. And it should fit back the way we came to get it out these double doors.
You might have to knock a hole in the walls here and here
Okay.
and here, but
Right. And here.
yes.
Okay. Aelin will look at Flynn and Chimera. We could stay here for a minute. Make sure they go if you want to press forward.
We could keep it a minute, but then my thought is that we just go. We just walk like we're supposed to be here. We go not running, but we go at a decent clip, like we have a place to pretending that you're supposed to be there and you have a place to go and that you're moving with a sense of urgency. Most people turn a blind eye to you.
All right.
I would agree with them.
We should have brought a pizza down here. Nobody stops a guy with a pizza.
Who is that? Who said that?
My conscience.
It's Watson.
All right, well, let's do it.
All right, so the guards don't come back. They do go down the tunnel looking for the invader or the interlopers you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and you do make your way bravely through the place. Are you heading straight for the speeder?
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
Cool. The three of you will make it into this hallway where the speeder is. I'll let you guys arrange yourselves into whatever order you want to be.
I like that order.
That's a pretty good order. This guy will step forward and put a hand out, and he'll sort of say, "You don't want to go in there right now. She's doing that weird thing that she does."
You do realize this place is under attack.
What do
You
you mean
might
this
want to
place
get
is
her.
under attack?
There's been an explosion up above. We just sent guards out to go look for things. You should get her out of here.
We believe she's the target.
Give me a deception check, and one of you is going to be aiding the other one.
Jonesy, what's your deception?
I got +8.
I have +14.
I will be aiding my scoundrel of a colleague.
Do we still get the +2 from the uniforms?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 25 on my check to aid you.
Nice.
That's +5, 8.
All right.
Well done.
Nice.
Very well done.
All right. Let's see how this goes. 36.
Nice.
He kind of looks at you. He says, "We thought it was an accident, but you're saying it's an attack, and she's the target."
We believe the shuttle was what they attacked.
Very well. Did you see anybody on the surface?
No, we were on patrol down here.
We were given a heads up that
Things were going awry.
All right, give me a moment. And he'll take a step back and he'll kind of salute and say, "Your Highness, we believe there's an attempt on your life taking place right now. You have to get out of here." And she kind of snaps out of what she was doing with the speeder. And she shakes her head. She says, "Very well, Commander, I've gotten the information I need. Come along, Eric." And she turns around, and she is going to go past you guys with Eric. And
We will step aside to allow her passage.
Yeah, she'll go with the commander and these 4 guards and Eric. And they will make their way through this door, and you assume out through this passageway up here.
Okay.
Give me an insight check as she passes by you.
Okay.
anyone in particular, or all of us.
All 3 of you. And if you can give me a will
Insight.
save too, that would be nice.
Wait, who's doing the will save?
Aelin, Flynn, and Chimera.
Wait,
All of
so
us.
we're all doing insight and we're all doing will saves.
Correct.
Yep. 22 on the insight,
20 on the insight.
26 on the insight.
20 on the will.
Ugh! I'm
Uh,
gonna go ahead and spend myself a hero point because
Yeah,
I don't think
that's-
7's good for a will save. There's never a time when 7 is good on a will save.
my 11 wasn't much better,
For
so
the love of God,
so I am also spending a.
at least it's a 19 with the hero point.
That's
You know,
true.
Alex, shameless Mutants Masterminds plug.
My
There are
God!
lots of game systems have a hero point mechanic, but most of them suck. Like
Yeah.
Mutants Masterminds guarantees you a minimum of something when you reroll.
Yeah.
You can get better than what you got versus like, oh, I'm gonna reroll. I got worse, and I have to take the worse. Well,
Yeah.
crap.
D&D.
Yeah.
I'm adding you, Wizards of the Coast. You've been added.
I didn't. I also got a 19 on my roll because I rolled a 1.
Okay, so each of you, I will need an additional will save.
Come on!
Oh man.
It's just like riding the horse off the side of the mountain that time.
twin.
Wait, where'd that go? Wait. You know what? It's 9:52. I'm not settling for that crap.
Yeah, I'll spend my last hero point on this. We'll save. I got a 27.
Of course, you crap-tastic. Okay, 19.
All right.
I got a 27.
And what was everybody's insight?
20, 26, and 20.
Wait, we need another insight?
No, I'm just wondering what everybody's insight was. 22, 26, and 20.
Yeah.
Where's my insight? Get back there. Oh, these will saves and rerolls.
I know.
20. Yes.
I was just looking. Okay. You get the impression that Astaria took note of your presence.
Okay.
In a way that maybe belies that she may know that you are not who you say you are.
Surprise, surprise. No,
Surprise,
no, I'm
no.
surprised.
Yeah.
No.
But she doesn't say anything about it as she passes by. And she's not like, seize them! Or anything like that.
Right. Which will be interesting information to pass on to the Moon twins when we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the three of you going to do now?
Let's see here. There's 4 guards in that room still.
Mm-hmm.
4 crates. I mean,
There are 4
Great.
crates in the room as well.
4
Great.
crates.
Nice.
And some kind of strange preserver generator that's not hooked up to anything right now. Or Farsighter generator, not a preserver generator, a Farsighter generator.
Well, do you want to kind of end the disguise and do just a smash and grab type of thing, or do we want to keep up this ruse even though we've got to go back through a bunch of doorways to get this thing out from down here?
I think perhaps we have reached the limits of stealth.
And subterfuge?
Yes.
which doors? I see. I guess I'm confused. I thought that this was the lift right over here.
Yeah, but that goes up to the surface. If we want to go out the tunnels,
Okay.
we'd have to go back the way we came, which is going to be through several doors. So if there's enough chaos up above, theoretically, we could just go up and out. Which there could be. But if the idea would be, yeah, because if we try to take it through here, they're going to see all the destruction. So taking it up and taking it here could work.
I'm gonna let you guys mull over that decision for a second and go
boy.
rejoin the Moon twins.
Okay.
Speaking of destruction upstairs.
Alara and Ursa, will you please make a perception check for me?
22.
27.
Hey, we both rolled 17.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So
Nice.
both of you, as you're keeping an eye on the destruction and how people are rushing out to start putting out the fires, you see a secret door open in one of the nearby buildings, and Astaria and Eric and 5 Farsighter commandos come trundling out, looking like they want to keep a low profile and get away from this area.
Ursa starts walking in that direction.
Ursa? Alara's going to try to reach out and stop her. Now's not a good time.
He's right there.
I know. But the team is split up right now. If we do this, we may get found out, and I don't know if we can fight her.
She'll sort of look over at where they're walking away. A lone tear falls down her cheek. Fine.
Ursa, I'll give you a hero point for your complication for next week if you throw a box at her or something.
Why are you doing this?
Wow.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Wow.
It's a complication.
It sure is.
Sons of
Keep it complicated.
What's around her?
Lots of rubble and buildings and vehicles and
Crates.
crates.
Are they walking under anything?
Yeah,
Windows?
yeah. They're walking under a building. You could probably pull the facade off of it and try to crush them with it if you want it.
Does the building have windows?
Yes.
I'm gonna break the windows. Act like something like flew through the window, and I'm gonna try to stab her with one of the window shards.
Awesome. As Ursa causes problems for everybody, I think that's where we'll call it for the evening.
Oh wow.
Oh boy,
I mean,
Wow.
it's very Ursa, so.
it is for you to go and make things so complicated.
So I'm gonna make a note for myself, free extra hero point for Cat next week. And yeah, I think that's probably as good a place as any. While our Moon twins are gonna pick a fight with the Moon twin, and our smugglers in the basement are gonna try to figure out how they want to get this speeder out of this facility, either out through the secret tunnels, or shoot their way up the elevator and out onto the street. But I think that's a pretty good place to pick up for next week. News around the network. Tomorrow night we will be back for City of Destiny, and I will continue playing Singularity for the immediate future because Crucible is off doing evil Crucible stuff, and I miss him already. And hopefully I won't try to crush any kids' heads tomorrow. Wednesday we are off. Thursday we'll have a new blog post up. I'm thinking it's probably going to be our Origins schedule if it gets approved, so people can start looking for our events and preparing to come and join us in a couple of weeks in June. I think that's going to be a whole bunch of fun. Andy is running stuff. I'm running stuff. Wiki is running stuff, and Aaron is we are all running events. So we'll get you those event descriptions and event numbers so you can easily find us and come hang out. Friday, our new episodes from YouTube will be up, and then Wednesday, if you're around, we don't have a stream here, but if you're part of the Mutants and Masterminds Patreon, we are having our Mutants and Masterminds developer Patreon Q&A, where you come hang out with me, Crystal, and Steve, and ask any questions you have, and we'll do our best to answer them honestly and truthfully if we can. I want to give everybody a chance to plug anything they want and say goodnight, and we'll get on out of here, starting with Kevin.
Thanks for being here tonight while we're sort of delving in the depths of Starhaven and whatnot. Hopefully you had a good time. Check out the other great streams this week, and we'll see you on a Monday. Over to you, Jonesy.
Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We're very grateful to have you. Other than that, nothing else to add tonight. So just make good choices.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you're enjoying Ursa's antics as much as I am. A little nervous about next week, but it should be fun. Come and see all the cool people that I love play the games that they love in the following days. And so I'll pass it to Andy.
Just reiterate everyone's thoughts so far. So thank you all for joining us this Monday night. Or if you're watching this on video on demand or over on our YouTube channel, thank you for clicking, do all the fun social media stuff, because the more you like it, the more people find it, and the more you can share all this crazy
Chaos.
shenanigans and chaos that we get up to with the rest of the world. We'll be back next week for more stuff, and there's more stuff this week. So look forward to it, and we'll see you next week. Calvin?
All right. Well, yeah, again, just having a lot of fun playing this game. Really happy everybody's here watching us figure out these characters. yeah, definitely come back and check out all the stuff we have going on here. Lancer will be back next week on the 20th. I believe we have everyone confirmed.
I think
So-
everybody is confirmed. I think.
So be sure to check that out and come watch me try to run a game and pretend I'm not nervous. As well as all the stuff on the Whip with Dice channel we have going on. And I'll pass it back up to Alex.
For the record, Calvin, you did a great job.
Oh, I mean, sure.
You did.
There's
Hey.
rational and irrational Calvin, and rational Calvin knows everybody had fun, but irrational Calvin is like, oh god, I have to do it again.
They are clamoring for you to run it as a series. So yeah, you did a great job.
Which rational Calvin is happy for.
Take that, irrational Calvin. Oh, Wiki says you're okay. Awesome. Well, again, thank you everybody. I hope you had as much fun as we did, and we will see you next week. Make good choices.